Okay, really quick, before we dive into the full review, I just wanted to showcase the three Combaticons together. Dude, they look so good. They look so, so good. I mean, bona fide masterpiece scale. And, oh, you know what? I will say they may not be exactly masterpiece scale. They might actually be too big, maybe about 15 or 10% big, because I don't think Swindle's supposed to come up to his chest. I think Swindle's supposed to be around his like bicep or something like that because they're limb bots. I think the MMC guys probably got the scaling a little bit more accurate because, yeah, Brawl being a 1-to-1 near twinsy of him, yeah, I don't think that's appropriate. But at the same time, I don't know, man. I'm not mad at it, especially when I see Onslaught. He's huge. He has so much presence about him. And yeah, and totally lends to the fact that he is the torso of Mighty Bruticus. And even though he is towering over Megatron, like, I just get that sense that Megatron looks to him and is like, bro, they've been talking that ish, dude. They've been talking that ish. And he's like, bro, we're going to murk these fools, or blah, 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 or whatever they say. And I just like that presence. And like, dude, I'm just imagining how big the Bruticus is going to be. Because here, dude, this is Swindle's foot. I mean, like, massive, massive, massive. This is probably going to be Titan scale or larger. And so I'm super duper stoked to see that. But in today's video, yeah, we're going to be doing a deep dive on homie over here, Onslaught, aka Night Tracer. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the video, okay? Just wanted to give you a sneak peek before we dive in. Hey, what is going on and what is going off? Welcome back to the Ultra Madness, Gladys, and in today's video, we're taking a look at this cat, Magic Square's Night Tracer. Hey, finally got it right. Kept on calling this guy Night Racer, but yeah, it is Night Tracer, and if you can't tell, it is their masterpiece version of Onslaught, and this is actually a blown-up version of their Legend scale size of the same namesake, I believe. I don't think they changed the name or anything like that. Beautiful, beautiful character, lots of great articulation and presence about. One of the things that I really like is this thing. I mean, it's primarily used for transformation, but the ability to kind of like bend your palm back and kind of have the fingers splayed out, that's really cool. I don't know what it is about that, but I think it's very, very cool. One thing I was going to say, though, and it's a little bit disappointing, and I don't know if it's just my copy, but the finish is a little rough, dude. Like here, there's some overspray or overpaint from this belly part. Like up here, the sprues are not cut properly. It's not clean. Same for the other side. And there's all sorts of like little paint things speckled throughout. And I'm just hoping that they're not getting lazy, because some of the other Magic Square releases, like the Constructicons or at least mine, are really clean. But like some of the Dinobots, there was a lot of flash that I had to cut myself, like this over here. You see this? That shouldn't be there. That shouldn't be there. There's all this like stuff. It's just, I don't know, man. It's not as clean as I would like it to be. And I think that's a little bit disappointing. But on top of this being an oversized version of, the initial version, they've made some engineering changes. I wish I had the original version with me so that I could kind of like point them out. But I can tell it does. I mean, I've gone through the transformation for the small one several times because I had two separate color versions that I reviewed. But I feel like there's something slightly different about the legs. Like it doesn't feel as complicated. And I don't know if it's because I've transformed this multiple times, but yeah, it certainly did not feel complicated. And the inside where the tires are and this kind of section, it just felt very different to me. It just felt very, very different. And so, yeah, and I'm going to show you all of that as we go through the video. One thing I will say, though, is that, like, I don't like this. I mean, yeah, you get the range of motion, but like the way it kind of messes up the sculpt is not that appealing to me. And when it transforms later into truck mode, you got to do this weird thing where you put this at an angle, that kind of throws me off too. But I wish they had found a better way to do this, because it's not my favorite. Like this is not bad, like when you see it at that angle, but when you see him like posing as you did earlier initially, or even in the thumbnail, you're always going to get this kind of like weird thing. And I know other bots have done it too, so I'm not trying to hate, but maybe it's because, I don't know, I think I have the harshest criticism for the things that I like. Like I want it to be better because I like it so much, you know. And yeah, I mean, he has all the same great articulation as the other one. They are on soft ratchets. Like I don't hear the clickety springs, but they do feel that they are on like these hard knuckle ratchets and stuff. And this is not. This side one is, but yeah. Oh wait, there's something in there. Interesting. So the ball joint is not, but then the second hip is. I didn't know that. I literally found that out right now. Oh. And this is okay too. Like this I'm all used to. He has his big fat hinge over here, and yeah, it kind of kills the sculpt, but still, he can do all of the things. He does have a double shoulder though. There's one over here and there's one over here, and I think one's for the sake of transformation, and the other is just a shoulder joint. But yeah, it allows you to get into expressive poses, so I'm down with that. The ankles are okay too. Like they have a pretty deep tilt, but like, I don't know, when I had him posed up like this earlier, it's like it can't quite conform to the pose that I wanted to be in. And I found that he was kind of stumbling back and forth like a little bit. Like here, let me try to get him into the position that I want him to be. Yeah, it's like I wish I could bring the heel support down further, because it's flush right now and that's fine, but it would be nice if could have done that. And this is what I'm talking about, how the sculpt kind of gets ruined over here. It's a bit of an eyesore. Yeah, I don't like that, and I don't like this either. I wish they had remedied this, but because of how he transforms, they can't do that. But yeah, that sculpt is pretty ruined right there. And so you can definitely tell that this is, well, maybe you can't definitely tell, but at least I can tell that this is a blown up version of their Legends class. I mean, that's what it is. That's what it is, you know? And when it's Legends, you typically have more forgivability. Is that even a word? It's more forgivable because they're operating at such a scale. But yeah, just wish there was something more versus just like this hard ledge, this hard cutoff. Something more akin to like this, when there's a bridge happening over here. And I get it, it's due to the engineering, and but I'm just saying, in a perfect world, yeah, those things would be addressed. And there's this one tiny little ledge I'm going to show you over here. Man, if you don't get that right, this thing will not sit flush, and it'll be an issue. And I was toiling over that for such a long time earlier, all during my lunch break, before I kind of like figured it out. The hands are made of strong plastic, so I'm happy about that, because, dude, I absolutely detest toy manufacturers who go cheap on the hands and use soft plastic. It's like, bro, they're the smallest part and they're probably going to be manipulated. It's like, how dare you use shampoo grade like plastics on the fingers? And so, no, these all feel good. This, I wish there was more than a little tiny tab, but for the most part, it works, and it hasn't been falling out. But yeah. He does look a little plain, but I'm sure if you put the appropriate faction symbols on him, like, he would pop and he would look good. The orange on the eyes, that looks nice. He does pick up a lot of dust though, and I think he's, at least my version, has like a lot of like mold release on him or something like that, or lube or something. Yeah. And but yeah, no, everything like cleans up really nice. You can see that like you don't see any real hollow gaps other than some of the areas that I cited already. He's very firm. I mean, very firm and solid throughout. And so, yeah, it feels Masterpiece from that perspective. I mean, generally, Magic Square, they're kind of like, I don't know if they're a competitor to New Age. I think they occupy the same space, but I actually don't think that they can compete with New Age, like, at all. I just think that they're in the same space. But this plastic is very different from what Magic Square typically uses from their Legend scale stuff. They use this kind of bendy vinyl that I'm not a big fan of, but this is the more traditional, like, I don't know, just general plastic that we're used to feeling. It doesn't have that weird bendy vinyl-y feel. It's firm plastics, and that's consistent with Swindle and Brawl. Yeah, but there's a lot of great things to like about him, and like, dude, check this out. Bro, make sure he doesn't fall down. Look how massive this thing is, right? This is so crazy. And in this video, you know, I was going to say, usually I show you the combined form, but his combined form, there's not really much to it because he's a parts former. So the thighs and stuff and the head, they're all from different pieces. And so I've decided to forego the torso transformation in this video, and we're just going to stick to his truck mode, or yeah, whatever type of truck that is. But yeah, so without further ado, let us get to it, Druid, and let us transform him so fluid Hey, really quick with the commercial break from our sponsor, TF Safari, tfsafari.com. Check them out for all of your mecha needs from first, second, third, fourth party. They also do upgrades as well. You're not going to find a lot of sites that cater to different tastes and needs. tfsafari.com. And if you do go there, utilize the codes that you see on the top right corner of the screen and save yourself a little bit of change, man. They are a very reliable vendor. They are out of China. They ship to you in about 2 weeks, super sturdy boxes. And yeah, tfsafari.com. Can't say enough nice things about them. And so thank you so much, TF Safari, for sponsoring this video. Alrighty, let's get them transformed. And I'm going to be honest with you, like, I'm not 100% familiar with the transformation. I know I say that a lot, but I mean it. Oh, by the way, these are kind of cool, right? These faux tires, they're just there for like aesthetics and stuff. And I think that's cool. And one of the cool things that he does, and this is present on the landscape, on the Legends version, is that he has a lot of these panels that will just spin around and hide stuff. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool, man. And but yeah, like I was saying, I don't really know the transformation that well. I'm just kind of flubbing it and making my way around based on just kind of like aesthetics and things like that. Like for instance, this tire bit. This tire bit's going to be here because I know the truck is going to be like that. And yeah, I believe this, like a side panel, is going to tab in here and it's going to hide all of that. And the hands up at the front, they're just going to be chilling like this, I think. Or yeah, there we go. There we go. It's going to be bent in like that, you know. But how are you guys doing? You guys chilling, dude? What are you guys up to? Are you guys on summer break right now? And yeah, I don't do, what is it, the intros too often these days, or just exchange pleasantries with you guys. But no, seriously, like, you guys chilling? Yeah, what's going on in your lives? Just let me know. I'm very curious, dude. Yeah. Oops, I forgot. Got to do that. Spin that. Do that. Then bring the whole thing around. Yeah, I think summer break is happening because a bunch of folks with kids at work are taking break. My wife and I, we don't have kids, and plus we just came back from a vacation, and so we're not going anywhere during the summer. I am going to be going to China, and I will be visiting certain somebody over there. You'll see. Yes, I'm going to be visiting some very cool people. But yeah, so but I think it's summer break soon, right? And I'm always curious about that because I look to see if it actually affects my video metrics. I look to see if more people are chilling at home watching videos. And by the way, when you open these up, it will untap from this area. It'll kind of like hold and lock this in place. And oh, is it a stress mark over here? Or it's just... no, it's not a stress mark. No. But yeah, I pay attention to the... oh, over here, by the way. I was like, oh, these things. These are the ginormous cannons for Bruticus mode. Like, holy smokes. Those are nuts, bro. They're thicker than my finger, dude. That's wild. That's wild. But yeah, but I'll be paying attention to my analytics and stuff. And oh, guess where else I went a couple weeks ago? I visited YouTube campus. I got invited, and I can't tell you who invited me or why I was there. But they said that I can mention that I was there. It's almost like saying like, yeah, I got invited to the White House and I went to the White House, but I can't tell you who I saw at the White House or who I hung out with, but I went to the White House. But yeah, I got to visit YouTube campus, and not just campus. I went into their building and I met with people, and okay, I can't say anymore. But it was a fun experience. It was a lot of fun. And they have a good snack room and break room and stuff. Okay, so all this came out, and that's gonna like fit in here, and that's all fine and dandy, Randy. But what we got to do is open this stuff up. There you go. And now everything kind of popped open. Then you can see the windows folded in here. Dude, I just can't get a hold on these. There we go. There we go. We'll open these up. And these bits, the rib fillers, what you're going to do is you're just going to fold them in. Just going to fold them in, and they're going to sit like that. Very, very nice. And, oh. These are on a double hinge, and you're gonna bring these out. And yeah, I mean, yeah, I was gonna say there are a lot of cool things going on with my life, but trust me, there are a ton of bad things going on with my life too. So it's not like this is some perfect existence. Do not envy the position I'm in. Trust me. Trust me. You don't want to be in the position that I'm in right now in my life. But yeah, a lot of great things. And I can compartmentalize, you know. There are good things and there are bad things. And they don't necessarily negate one another. It's, yeah, I can appreciate all of them independently. Close this up. It's like I found a $100 bill and I stepped on some dog poo. I still found that $100 bill, even though I stepped in dog poo, you know what I mean? And even though I found that $100 bill, hey, I still stepped in dog poo. So I got to get this to sit over this area, but I'm having some difficulty. Like this, I can tell because there's a tab and there's a slot. It's going to sit right there. Oh, this thing right here. You see that? That little pesky mechanism will prevent the back from sitting flush. So make sure, my friend, that you have that unfolded. But yeah, you can bring this up on the double hinge. And it will tab in here, and it will tab in here. And that'll be all good. The same thing for the other side, Clyde. But yeah, for those of you on summer vacation, you guys doing anything? You guys just chilling at home? What do you guys usually do? Do you guys have like family vacations you guys go on? Like, I mean, I'm not trying to pry. I'm just small talk. You know what I mean? Sorry, still trying to get this tabbed in to the arm over here. That is one thing that I will say is that that's not my favorite part, is that some of these areas where you got to tab stuff in, like you can't see it exactly. So you're just fumbling around in the dark to some extent. But all right, it's coming together. And this, I don't know why I'm having such difficulty bringing this over. I'm wondering, like, did I need to have this? I'm wondering if I needed to have the hood bent over before I brought in the arms. It looks like that's the case. Huh. Okay, so it's like an order of operations type thing. I do need this down first then for this to sit on top of. But that fit is kind of tight. It's uncomfortably tight. Like, that doesn't feel good. Hold up for a second. I'm gonna check something off camera. You know, I can't find any mechanism that's preventing it from, I don't know, sealing up. And but if I push up and I bring it in, there's less resistance. So I'm hoping that's it. I'm just worried that I'm gonna do something that's causing some internal stressing that I'm not seeing it now. And you know what? It looks like the windows needed to be in, because they have to come in at an angle. But yeah, there's definitely some type of pressure and force there that kind of makes me uncomfortable, dude. And then you're just going to close this up. But honestly, I am a little bit concerned that I have done something incorrectly. But c'est la vie. We shall see. Because, I mean, it looks all right. It looks like it's doing the thing. And I did forget to kind of bring this down earlier. Yeah, it's doing the thing. It's doing the thing that it's supposed to. So we'll see. We shall see. So this will spin around, and that will flatten. But like I mentioned earlier, you got to get this at this. You got to get this at this. You got to get it at this weird angle. And like I wish it. there was a clearer way for me to see. And this is not going to sit flush either when that happens. And so you just kind of have to hope that you got the right angle and then close that up as best as possible. And then that will still stay seated within the side flaps over here. Man, I got a really nasty headache right now. Anyway, moving along. So the leg is pretty much going to like all disassemble. Like all the panels are going to open up. There's going to be some interesting things similar to the forearms, how panels were like moving around, and there's a lot of that. And so it's cool though. It's cool. It's quite unique. I mean, I actually have not handled another Masterpiece Onslaught. Like I really wanted the MMC one, but at that time, I don't know, I wasn't really collecting and stuff, so I missed out on that. But you're gonna bring that bit down, and then this, that's gonna all come down. One of these flaps I do remember spinning, but I could be having an old man moment. But this over here is going to stay fully compressed, and what's going to happen is this entire bit is going to come up and rest on the inside. I just want to show you right now. I'm not going to fully tab everything in. And then this bit, this might be the bit that spins around over here, but let me figure out how to orient that. And there is a extra panel here. What the? But yeah, so this will come up and that will tab in. There you go. There you go. But see, these two bits are supposed to tab in together. And if this is all done right, you will achieve it. But that hip part has to be done correctly. Otherwise, the spacing is going to be off. But I think I got it. And so we'll bring this down. And if the legs aren't correctly spaced, nothing is going to work. And so that's why I wish they had done more to kind of help guide you with that leg bit. But it is what it is. Yeah, I have a nasty headache. What's going on? Oh, there is one thing I forgot. You see this knee bit, right? You have to bring it up like that. Yeah. And this is, trust me, this is much easier to do on camera when I'm manipulating this without having to show it while I'm recording. And so we'll get the foot, and the foot will recess in there. Like I feel like the foot transforms so much more like easily in this masterpiece mode. And okay. Oh. Okay. Cool. I think we got it. I think we got it. That wasn't that bad, right? That wasn't that bad. But this will all tab in up here, but I'm going to work on that later. I'm going to work on just basically fixing or transforming the other leg. Yeah. But yeah, do you guys have a favorite destination spot? Like a favorite vacation spot? Like what do you guys like to do during vacation? I mean, when I was young, like, I don't know, we didn't have money. So like, honestly, my family, we never, and like, I think I mentioned before about my dad and stuff. He's not really part of our family. And so he was off doing his thing, dude. He was living the life. Oh, you know what? I think I was supposed to bring that. Oh, no. This side, that's right. Only one side has it because it helps connect over here. yeah, he was off living his life, doing his own thing and stuff. My mom was raising 3 kids, and so we didn't have money to go on like family vacations. And so that concept of vacationing, like when I would hear people talking about like, oh yeah, my family, we went to like Europe or we went to like whatever, it was just so like, huh? What? You go places? Like, it was so weird, right? And so during the summers, like, I don't know, I just kicked it in the neighborhood. It's just like we went swimming at random people's apartments, like, because not everyone had a swimming pool in their apartment, and no one lived in homes. And so, dude, how come what am I doing wrong right now? Oh, okay. So yeah, so we'd like apartment hop and go to different people's apartments to go look for swimming spots. Just hung out, got jumped by the neighborhood gangs and bullies and stuff, like as part of growing up. And you know, but yeah, we just like kicked it, play Nintendo at people's places, and but yeah, that's really what we did. And I never formally went on vacation until like I got married. My wife was like, we should go do something. Oh, my bad. I didn't have that in the shot the whole time. And okay, so you can see that the leg, this is off, so I had to get that in there. But yeah, I took a vacation for the first time with my wife, and she kind of like showed me the world. Seriously, it was like the Aladdin moment, you know, the whole new world thing. I was just like, whoa, there's so many things to see and do in the world. And by that time I'm working, and you know, and I'm earning money, making money, so I was just like, oh, okay, I guess we can do stuff like this. But yeah, the concept of vacation was so foreign while growing up. But yeah, what do you guys like to do for vacation? Do people just kick it at home now and just like hang out on the internet or hang out on Discord? Or I mean, I recognize that I'm an old dude and I'm not really in touch with the younger populace as of late, so I don't know what you guys do, but it's still very curious. Okay, I think we got him done, and now just need to fasten everything and clean everything up, but I think that's it. And these, by the way, they don't click in place, dude. So they will sometimes just sink in on their own. I did wish it clicked in place. It would just be a minor bit of engineering that they would have to do to make that work. And see what I'm talking about? It just recessed on its own. I don't like that, man. Why couldn't you have just made it click? So this is like so close to being like, well, not perfect, but the best version of itself. I think it falls short of being the best version of itself. I think it needed a couple of extra tweaks. I mean, they've done a great job in, you know, upscaling this. Oh, I forgot to bring out the tires. They've done a great job of upscaling this from the Legends version, making those necessary engineering tweaks and stuff. But just a couple of extra things like this, you know what I'm talking about? Just a couple of extra things would have made it the best version of itself. And it's not, the rear tires are not really touching, but it still rolls pretty decent. But yeah, man, that's been Onslaught. And yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Again, whatever, dude. I want to clean this up, but I'm afraid that I would like damage the paint on the black, because I can tell this is painted. Like, this is not, but this is. So yeah, I just hope that the subsequent releases are not as messy as this, that they keep it tight like they did with Swindle and Brawl, and hoping that we can see the rest of these guys soon, because this Bruticus is going to be formidable. I mean, the Magic Square one in its combined form looks really, really good, and I cannot imagine what this one's going to look like once well, I can't imagine it, but it's just going to be massive. And yeah, looking forward to that. Anyway, my friends, yeah, I'm not going to lie, I got a bit of a headache and I'm kind of tired. So if this video has been somewhat lackluster, I apologize. Yeah, I will do better next time, or I will endeavor to, at least, because I do have that awareness with me right now. But for Night Tracer, Onslaught, and Magic Square, I'm signing off. I will talk to you guys another time. I'm wishing you peace, love, happiness, and joy in all of your lives, okay? Bye.